originally this was going to be a short video, but yeah, uh, no, I think we're going to have a long chat about this one. Let's do that. Oh, are we in for a treat, boys and girls? Let's take a look. So, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League officially ends after final update, offline mode, and true ending. Out with a batarang, out like a light. So, as everybody knew that this was going to be the final update. Now, originally, now to give us, let's go back into the history machine here. I'm going to rest this for a moment. So, Justice League Kill the Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League was originally going to be a Superman game. And for some reason, whether it was a falling out with Warner Brothers or disagreements, somebody took over Rocksteady after other people left. Now, Rocksteady is known for a few games. The first one was not very notable, but then they got the Batman license, the Arkham series. Okay, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, Arkham VR, right? And then there's a new Arkham game, Shadows, Arkham Shadows, I think. I don't know who's making that. And then there was WB Montreal making Warner Brothers Batman Arkham Origins, correct? Yeah. I have all the games except Asylum, which is the disc is broken to fuck. So I have the other three games. I have Origins on the Wii U, and the other two games are on my Steam Deck. And so a new person took over, new administration, and they decided to go into the sort of the mobile game, gotcha game sort of, microtransactions kind of venture, okay? Which in foresight may not be bad, except you're messing with the Arkham series. So this is supposed to be a continuation of the three Batman games, but with Justice League characters and Suicide Squad. So you would have Harley Quinn, you would have Killer Shark, you would have Deadshot, and Captain Boomerang. And originally you had the voice actors from the animated series, and slowly, like, Tara Strong took over the voice of Harley Quinn, and somebody else did the voice of the Joker. Originally, so this is a multiplayer gotcha microtransactions, buy all kinds of micro stuff. It's basically a poor version of Overwatch or Apex Legends, okay, whatever you see today. And it just doesn't feel like a Suicide Squad game, right? I mean, truly, you would be better off with like some sort of souped up version of Hitman or Splinter Cell or maybe Lara Croft or some kind of thing. You know, you just have different characters do different things at different times, right? But that's not what we got. We got this sort of microtransactions game, and it didn't do very well. It did very poorly. You could check with Young Yeah and Angry Joe and anybody else. A lot of people, we were just against this, okay? And now we're at this point. We were originally supposed to have 13 Brainiacs, so 13 DLCs in which you went through the map 13 times to kill all the Brainiacs to get to the true ending of the game, okay? They decided not to do that because they fucked up. So, with the promised offline mode, adds an official ending to the game story that wraps up everything in a tidy, if rather uninteresting way. As previously announced, Episode 8 Balance is the final update. So you have Brainiac 8, I guess. So this is the ending, right, for Kill the Justice League of Suicide Squad. Alongside some new armor and exotic weapons, the biggest feature in the update is now offline mode that will allow players to continue playing Suicide Squad game by themselves without requiring an internet connection. Now, if this game ever gets on sale, I would gladly buy the offline mode. Okay? What does it really matter, right? So, as a reminder, Episode 8 will be the final update to Suicide Squad game. The title will remain playable in both online and the recently released offline mode for players to continue wreak havoc in Metropolis. Okay. So, it was announced in December 2023, actually, as part of Rocksteady's post-launch plans, but the studio was also committed to releasing the promised DLC, so they wanted to squeeze as much money as they can. So, if you're okay with spoilers, so here, we got to get to the fucking spoilers, okay? Past the review, because we know what the review is. So, as the name implies, you're taking down members of the Justice League who have been brainwashed by Brainiac. One of the biggest shocks is that Harley Quinn shoots Batman point blank in the head. Now, there's different ways that the heroes die. The one way that Wonder Woman dies is the one everybody accepted. So Wonder Woman's death was pretty acceptable. Okay. So Batman was actually still alive. In his masterful gambit, he allowed Brainiac to create clones of the Justice League and then oversaw the events of the game from the shadows as he worked to take down Brainiac in secret. The ending is told via the comic book illustrations that the different post-launch. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about those comic page introductions and segues. It doesn't match up with what you're looking at in the game. So the post-launch episodes have been presented, and in true comic book fashion, your favorite heroes are all still alive, and the bad guys are defeated. Woohoo! DuckTales. Is this how Rocksteady envisioned the end of Suicide Squad kill the Justice League? Who can say? The game released to mixed reviews, and Warner Brothers said the game fell short of expectations when it came to sales, and the developer said it was ending future updates on the game after Season 4. So, I don't know if it's supposed to be 13 seasons or 13 episodes, but, and then Warner Brothers said they're not going to do any more games, superhero games. You can read our full review. Now, let me say this about Batman, okay? When Superman died, everybody remembers the death of Superman. The death of Superman was a big damn deal because it was like, okay, this character really was going. But at some point, he was going to come back. I thought maybe he'd be dead forever at 15 years old, okay? At the same time, Batman was getting his back broken by Bane, and people thought maybe Batman would die too. The only reason that did not happen, Denny O'Neil wanted to do it, was because of the executives at Warner Brothers. Like, Denny, come with me. We're gonna go for a ride, okay? And he said, no, we cannot kill Batman. We got George Clooney as Batman. We got what's his face? Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer as Batman. We got the animated series. You cannot be no killing Batman. Okay, I don't care. And Denny O'Neil, who was the writer for Batman in the 70s and became the editor in the 90s, he said, look, if I can convince you, if there's a way we can take Batman off stage, then let's do that. Okay? So that didn't happen either. So Batman didn't get to die in the comics. Bane just broke his back, so he's like paralyzed. And for a while, we wouldn't see anything like that until an alternate future in 1997 in which Batman dies by Darkseid's hands by Grant Morrison. And then it actually came true in 2009 in which Batman dies by Darkseid's hand. Let me see if I can find that. All right, this is from Aftermath. This is back in 2009, I think. I'm pretty sure. In the crossover story Final Crisis, Darkseid attempts to mind control Batman, capturing him while he's investigating the death of the new god Orion. And he also attempts to create an army of clones based on him. Really? But cannot, and only manages to make imperfect copies of him. The clones being unable to cope with the psychological stress of being Batman. After escaping, Batman uses the same bullet that killed Orion to shoot Darkseid. At the same time, Darkseid strikes him with the Omega Sanction. So the Omega beams kill Batman. I do remember seeing a panel of that. Superman is later seen holding Batman's charred body, later revealed to be one of the clones, then rather than the true Batman. This is the same shit! I thought it was I did not expect this. I never seen this story before. They're doing the same fucking thing. The Batman is now presumed dead, and the Bat family and all of Gotham must figure out what will happen without him. In the end of Final Crisis number 7, Anthro dies of old age, and someone wearing Batman's pants, trunks, and boots places a utility belt over the dead body and then draws the Batman logo on the wall of the cave. So, originally Batman died, but then they backtracked it. Like, just the way that they did in the game. The main Batman title for several months of retrospective. Oh, yeah, whatever happened to... I do have an issue or two of that. Two-part story by Neil Gaiman. What is wrong with you, man? According to Vice President Dan Didio, Bruce Wayne does not really die in the storyline, although it leads to his absence. They couldn't kill off Batman. I mean, there's different ways to do it, I suppose. It's like you could kill him off and then bring his spirit into another body in the future or whatever, like kind of like Iris West or whatever. Oh my God. let's see. The titles Nightwing, Robin, and Birds of Prey were canceled, and both Batman and Detective Comics were on hiatus for 3 months. Battle for the Cowl. So I remember some of this stuff, but I don't remember it. I don't This is the first time that I am learning the exact details of Batman's supposed death in 2009. Bruce Wayne returned in Batman: The Return of Bruce Wayne. I do remember the name of this story, which shows him trying to regain his memory, making his way back from the distant past to the present and to the end of time. This is so stupid. It was not until Bruce Wayne's return in Batman and Robin number 16 that the true meaning of RIP acronym was revealed as Rot in Purgatory. Fuck off. This is so bad. This is really shitty. You know, the thing is, after Superman returned, after Wonder Woman returned, because she died in the hospital, Aquaman died, and I don't remember his details, but he did come back after being killed. Um, let's see, Hal Jordan died in Final Night, but he did come back in Rebirth in 2006. Green Arrow died. Green Arrow came back somehow. There's a lot of things that happened, and this is like shit. Anybody who's seen this story now that I've seen this, I bet people are like, oh, they did the same thing they did here. Like, yeah, that they're this is why I don't want to go see any more comic book movies, really. As it is, the comic book movies for Marvel look shitty. Does anybody really want to see Captain America, New World Order, or whatever it is, or some of the other stuff? The Fantastic Four movie, I might see that, but after that, I don't really give a shit. I really don't care. This is the same shit. They're doing the same thing that they just did in the games. Oh, fuck off with this. Anyway, Silverhawks is coming out at the end of the month. Are you excited for that? Tell me you are.